Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu King's Quest 2. In der letzten Folge haben wir das Mädchen gefunden, wir haben unseren Weg zum Schloss gefunden quasi. Und jetzt haben wir herausgefunden, das Mädchen wurde von einem Zwerg attackiert und wir,
If you speak in a
ja, wir haben gesagt, wir kümmern uns drum sozusagen. Und jetzt schauen wir mal, ob wir hier dann irgendwie auf den Zwerg treffen. Jetzt bin ich gespannt, ob jemand aufmacht.
You rap on the treehouse door and wait a moment, but get no response.
Okay, da hatte ich jetzt was anderes erwartet. Aber dann gehe ich, glaube ich, zum Haus von der Großmutter und Possum nochmal. Ich hoffe, dass die mir irgendwie was geben. Nicht, dass ich das nicht aus selbstlosem Antrieb getan hätte, also sie zu finden und ihr zu sagen, dass sie nach Hause gehen soll. Aber wer weiß, vielleicht gibt es einen Reward. Es ist so schlimm, ne? Ich kenne manche deutsche Wörter, also nicht mehr. Yay!
Welcome. Come in, please. Possum told me to expect you.
Danke, danke.
Grandma looks too weak to talk at length. Perhaps there's a way to make her feel better. The little girl is sound asleep. Do not wake her. The elderly lady is not interested in that.
Okay, jetzt will die auch noch was von mir haben, oder was?
The elderly lady.
Also ich bräuchte eher Medizin oder so, ne? Ah, das hier.
The elderly lady
Was?
is not.
Nein, ernsthaft?
The little girl.
Ah, willst du meine Library Card?
The elderly.
Nein.
The elderly. The elder. The elder.
Nee.
The elder. The elder.
Okay.
The elderly lady is.
Ich glaube,
The elder.
dann muss ich doch noch mal hier weg. Leider.
A beautiful.
Kann ich irgendwas mitnehmen?
Don't take the flowers. Such behavior is generally considered to be rude. Don't take.
Okay.
That would burn. What did you expect?
Ah, aber vielleicht kann ich meine Kerze anmachen.
You can think of no immediate use for the candle, so decide not to light it here.
Ah, schade. Kann ich die irgendwie anbrennen?
There's no.
Ich kann den verbrennen?
There's no.
Nee.
There is no time for sitting around, Graham. You have important things that need doing. It's not polite to search through other people's drawers. You should know better than that, Graham. Keep the windows closed. The night air is cooling rapidly.
Okay. Hier geht's ja nicht weiter, denke ich mal. Okay, ich würde sagen, wir gehen wieder. Und finden was, womit es ihr besser geht. Ja, ich würde sagen, ich mache mich jetzt wirklich auf die Suche nach dem Zwerg. Aber wo ist der, wenn ich nicht da reingehen kann? Ja gut, laufen wir mal so ein bisschen rum, da wo wir ihn gesehen haben. Vielleicht ist er auch da unten bei der Quelle. Das könnte ich mir vorstellen. Naja, Hauptsache, irgendwo ist er und wir müssen nicht wieder irgendwas triggern. Ja, gehst du hier irgendwie weiter? Oder eher nicht so? Hast du nicht so Bock? Also hier hätte ich halt gedacht vielleicht. Weil, warte mal, hier ist doch... Genau, da ist dieses Loch im Stamm. Und der hat da nie was gesehen.
You peer into the
Nee, ist immer noch nichts drin. Okay. Wo ist der doofe Zwerg, der meine liebe Possum attackiert hat? Alles ruhig. Ja, hier wird er doch auch nicht sein, oder? Kann ich mir nicht vorstellen. Nee, ich glaube, hier wird nichts sein, bis wir alle Steine einsetzen. Wir brauchen irgendwas, damit die Oma sich besser fühlt. Und dann gibt die uns hoffentlich was, was uns weiterhilft. Wieso ist der hier nicht? Ah.
You watch as a little man runs out of the door, which has been built into a tree. You surmise that you have found the culprit's home. The vague aroma of chicken soup confirms it. That fiend.
Schnell rein, Graham. Und wieder die Hühnersuppe zurückholen. Genau, klar, die Hühnersuppe. Hallo? Graham, kommst du bitte hier hin? Und gehst da bitte rein? Nein. Oder nutzt deine Hand.
Finding the door ajar, you cautiously open it and step inside the tree.
Okay. Vielleicht sollte ich ja gleich auch nochmal speichern. Ach Quatsch. Okay. Dann wollen wir das Messer.
That's not a knife. The knife you found under a rock one time? Now that was a knife.
Okay, können wir nicht nehmen.
That's not a knife.
Okay. No worries.
Those hats wouldn't fit you. Fortunately.
Okay, dann gucken wir mal in die Truhe.
Upon opening the trunk, you find a number of items that the dwarf has obviously stolen and stashed away. Among them are some gold coins. They display the distinctive face of the first king. They could only have come from the magic chest of Daventry.
Ah, das ist doch ein guter Fund. Ah, okay.
You close the chest.
Sonst nichts mehr drin. Dann nehmen wir mal einfach so ohne...
You grab the handle of the bubbling pot of chicken soup. You take it with you.
Ist das nicht ein bisschen zu heiß?
You suspect it to be very hot and wisely decide not to touch it. There's nothing on the shelf except for knickknacks and junk, neither of which you need.
Was ist mit dem Messer?
A very sharp knife has been stabbed into the table. Its blade reflects the light from the burning fire. That's not...
Okay, anscheinend will er es nicht.
Moving the barrel would not... The surface of these stumps is... It is locked. The pictures, although lovely to look at,
Ja,
it is locked.
Was ist denn abgeschlossen?
It is locked.
Okay. Gut, ich glaube, dann war es das hier. Müssen wir jetzt wahrscheinlich aufpassen, dass der uns nicht erwischt. Aber eigentlich können wir immer ganz gut wegrennen. Ich habe schon über 100 Punkte. Yay!
The door is
Yeah, just walk through it. Okay.
You hear the latch fall into place again as the door closes behind you.
Okay, dann gehe ich ihm mal in diese Richtung nach. Ich hoffe, das ist nicht schlimm. Okay, hier ist aber niemand. Dann gehen wir ganz normal den Weg zurück. Immer noch niemand? Okay, und zurück zur Oma. Ich würde da gern so ein bisschen... Kann ich nicht was von dem Youth Potion mit reinmischen?
No point making that any younger.
Wirklich nicht?
Nothing happens.
Okay. Ich dachte, es wäre lustig. So. Jetzt bekommst du deine Hühnersuppe.
It is a little too cold to be serving to frail old ladies.
Ja, dann stell's halt ins Feuer.
You place the now cold chicken soup over the crackling fire once more. After it heats up to eating temperature, you remove it again.
So. Jetzt besser?
You offer the soup to Possum's grandma, introduce yourself, and wait courteously while the frail elderly lady eats the nourishing meal. When she is finished, she sets the empty bowl down elsewhere and turns her attention towards you.
Okay, dann reden wir.
If you would like to speak with me for a while, I would welcome your company. A person should never turn away a visitor, especially when she reaches the twilight of her life.
You can't help but feel a sense of finality in the old woman's words.
You must have something in return for your kindness. You do not need to risk your safety for an old, worn-out woman like myself. Look under the bed. You should find something to keep you a little warmer on a cold night like this.
Ja, das können wir doch gebrauchen. Wir laufen hier nur im T-Shirt rum.
You peer under the bed and find a thick black cloak. Lying atop it is a beautiful ruby-encrusted ring. You pick both up with reverence.
I could not possibly take these fine things from you.
Oh, please. I want you to have them. Nights in Kolima are cold, believe me. As for the ring, well, perhaps it is better that I do not have it to remind me.
As you wish.
Cool. Okay. Können wir noch mehr reden?
You have a charming young granddaughter.
Grandma smiles at you graciously.
She is a treasure to me. I would do anything to ensure that no harm comes to her.
If I may inquire, what became of her parents?
Grandma frowns, and her eyes darken for a moment before she forces a melancholy smile to her face.
They were lost to us many years ago. I am afraid dear Possum never really knew her parents.
It must have been a daunting task raising a child by yourself, especially at your
At my age? I am certainly not as young as I used to be, and there is no shame in that. I have tried to raise her as best I could to keep her safe and well. However, I fear that as of late the reverse has become truer.
If you please, I was hoping you might tell me of the cloak and ring's origin.
The old woman closes her eyes as if the memory she seeks is painful to her senses.
They were my husband's. He was a proud man, the last of his line. His family had been rich, a great deal of old money, you might say. They lived in that castle you might have seen to the north. Its location upon that island is evidence of how much they valued their privacy. He was a good man, my husband. He took care of me. Certainly he had his strange habits. Most men do, if you would pardon me for saying so. I suspect that he practiced magic, so I could never catch him in the act. He would frequently journey afar, taking that black cloak with him wherever he went, to places he would not talk about. He said that it represented something important to a certain group of people, and that I was never to mention it to anyone. But he was always there for me, always, until that fateful night. We had been married just over a year, and I was heavy with child. We were both out walking in the weirwood forest late one night. The air was warm, and in our youth we paid little attention to the world and its many dangers. Besides, there was a full moon. We could see clearly enough. A shadow passed over us. We looked up, thinking it might have been a stray cloud. It was not. Descending upon us like a demon was the largest, most hideous bat I had ever seen. Its fangs were bared, and it dove straight for me. I must have screamed. My husband flung himself in front of me to protect me. He swung his arms about frantically in hopes of warding the horrid thing away. Perhaps he was trying to cast a spell, but could not recall how in his panic. It paid him no heed and would not be deterred. It swooped again and again relentlessly. At one point, my husband's hand must have clipped the bat's wing because it lost control and crashed into his shoulder. He tried to wrest the foul creature away, but then he shrieked suddenly. The horrid thing had bitten him. He never did recover from that incident. He just faded with each passing hour. Within 2 days of the attack, my husband had died. We buried him on his family's plantation on the island. Sometimes when I sleep, I can feel him watching over me, guarding me, protecting me. I think he is waiting for my time to come so we can be together always.
The old lady seems to be dozing off. You can barely hear her final words.
I miss him so.
Telling the story has clearly taken a great deal out of her. You watch the old woman a moment and notice her labored breathing as she sleeps. Despite the little girl's tireless daily efforts, perhaps there's nothing more to be done.
Okay.
The elderly lady has fallen asleep. You have no desire to wake her.
Kann ich ihr nicht wirklich den Youth Potion geben?
The elderly lady
Okay,
is sleeping.
anscheinend nicht. Gut, wir haben jetzt einen Ring.
The ring is gold with an enormous red ruby. The word beloved is engraved inside the gold band.
Und diesen Umhang.
The black cloak would fit a taller man than you.
Kann ich den anziehen?
With a flourish, you fling the black cloak around your neck and fasten it.
Nice. Und kann ich den Ring auch anziehen?
You are now wearing the beautiful ruby ring.
Okay. Ich denke, das wird uns bei irgendwas später helfen. Uh,
Sister Agatha, my dear, tell me you have good news.
The king has arrived in Kalima, father.
That is not what I meant.
Yes. Well, he appears to be quite resourceful. It seems his reputation was not totally exaggerated.
He's still alive?
For now. But that will change soon, I think. The king has discovered that one of the gems he seeks is in the possession of a colleague of ours. Do you remember? Kaldor.
Yes. Is he still trustworthy?
Totally. Still sharp, and there's no questioning his loyalty. My humblest apologies, father, but would it not have been simpler for you to have dealt with Graham personally?
Fool! Imagine the ensuing chaos where Daventry's king murdered in his own land. How then would I be able to search for the item?
I see.
Failure is not an option.
Understood, father.
Keep me informed, preferably of good King Graham's death.
Uiuiui. Ich würde einmal speichern. Und dann würde ich sagen, in der nächsten Folge versuche ich nochmal zur Kirche zu gehen, weil ich jetzt nicht ganz verstanden habe, ob der Mann auf dem Friedhof hier begraben ist oder woanders. Und vielleicht können wir da ja nochmal was machen. Und sonst gehen wir wieder zurück zum Schloss und werden hoffentlich dann den letzten Stein bekommen. Also sehen wir uns beim nächsten Mal. Tschüss.